Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Bruce Guillory here with Health Source Chiropractic in Atascocita, Texas, coming to you on Thursday, February 20th, 2025. And it's a chilly day out there. Still freezing here in Houston, Texas. And not going to get much above freezing today. That's cold for Houston. I think it's going to be one of our last gasps of winter, I hope at least. And we'll get to jump into spring here before too much longer. But today, I was thinking about what I wanted to cook this weekend because the weather's still going to be pretty chilly and damp this weekend. And I thought, man, let's cook some good, healthy comfort foods like a good, healthy chili and a soup, that type of thing. And it made me think back to a book that I finished reading earlier this year called Good Energy by Dr. Casey Means. And she's a medical doctor who has kind of stepped out of the normal practice of medicine, and she got tired basically of seeing patients returning for the same problems after tons of medications and even surgeries, etc. And she realized that they were only addressing symptoms. And the great thing about this book is this is a trend that is growing. More of our healthcare professionals are understanding that we've got to begin to address the cause more. Chiropractors have talked about this for a century, and our medical profession is now really catching up to that quite a bit, and I'm really happy to see that. But in this book, Dr. Means said something, because I talk about the best ways to eat, and I want to believe that I've always got a bit of an open mind about things. And so as I read this book, I had in my mind a particular way of eating that I try to eat, which is kind of paleo, somewhat keto-ish, basically clean eating, where I don't put a whole lot of processed or ultra-processed food into my body, except when my patients bring it to me for Valentine's, like y'all did last week. But she says in there that if more people would just step away from the processed and ultra-processed food, and she said, I really don't care if you become a vegetarian, a vegan, a carnivore, a paleo person, a keto person, whatever, just get away from the fake foods. Frankenfoods is what some authors have called it. I call it edible food-like substances. And unfortunately, that is most of what America consumes. Anytime I go into the grocery store on a weekend, I look around to see what's in people's baskets. Not to judge them, but just to make sure I know what I'm talking about. And yeah, most of what's in there is things that come in boxes, things that are, cereals and chips and cookies and crackers and breads and things that are really processed and ultra-processed foods. They're not real foods. And truly, people should get away from that. I 100% agree with that, and spend more time shopping the perimeter of your grocery stores, such as eating your meats, whether it's steak or it's chicken or it's pork, whatever you like, or seafood, and then vegetables and fruits. Nuts and seeds too are good as well. And listen, and as I always say, I'm not beyond celebrating and having some cake sometime when there's a celebration going on, when the holidays are here, when your birthday comes around. You know what? Last weekend was Valentine's Day. My girlfriend and I and her daughter and two of her daughter's kids went to the Cheesecake Factory. And at the end of it, I ate a fairly healthy meal overall, but at the end of it, we split a piece of cheesecake. But that is not the way I eat all the time. The way I eat all the time is to stay away from the processed and ultra-processed foods. So, my friends, let me just encourage you to make sure that that's what you start trying to do for yourself, for your kids or grandkids, and don't fool yourself like I used to do about how rarely you're cheating. I decided to really get serious about monitoring it a couple of years back, and I was cheating way more than I thought I was. And so you got to be honest with yourself. Saying you only do it every now and then when you're really doing it 2 or 3 times a week, just get honest with yourself. And always check in on this email every week, because attached to this email, there's a nice keto Tuscan chicken soup recipe that I'm actually going to make this weekend because it looks really good. So I've already put all my ingredients on order through, for curbside delivery pickup tonight, actually, so that I can enjoy a nice great, healthy soup this weekend too, and for a couple of days after that words. But anyway, think about that and focus more on. Don't get too caught up in whether you need to be eating keto or paleo or carnivore or should you be all plant based or what have you. Just get away from the junk. Get away from the processed food, and you will see a big difference in how you feel. You'll see a difference in your weight pretty quickly too, and you'll see a difference in like puffiness in your face. You'll see a difference in skin conditions when you keep it up over a long period of time. So there's a lot of benefits to it besides just weight loss, and so just make sure that you're focusing on the real foods. Make sure you're focusing on the real foods. It's really pretty simple. Pardon me. We have overcomplicated it, and I think it's more important to keep it simple. All right, that's all I got to say today. It's Thursday. We'll be in to see patients this afternoon, so you can call us at 281-852-5600. And then tomorrow's Half Day Friday. We'll be in for till noon tomorrow. So get yourself in here, refer in your friends and families. And thank you guys so much for the family members y'all have been sending our way. I had another referral from a family who I think I'm running out of family members to treat there because I think they've referred just about everybody to me at this point, and we're really grateful for that. All right, guys, have a great Thursday. Stay warm. Think about some good, healthy comfort foods to have tonight, tomorrow, and this weekend, and make sure on the weekend you take time to rest, relax, restore, renew, rejuvenate, and reconnect. Thanks a lot. Call us if you need, 281-852-5600. Have a great one. I'm going to drink some more hot coffee and stay warm. Peace, guys.